guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Today we are going to be trying out the new Singe Beauty Agate Temptation palette. This palette was kindly sent to me in PR and I cannot wait to dive into it. Inside this beautiful palette you are getting 16 shades, 10 pigmented mattes, 3 sparkly metallics, 1 sparkly wet looking topper, 1 duochrome iridescent topper, and 1 multi-chrome shadow. Now this palette is available right now on the Singe Beauty website and it does retail for $45. I do not have an affiliate code. I'm not too sure if there are any discount codes floating around out there for Singe Beauty, but I do have an affiliate link to where if you shop through it, then I will earn a little bit of a commission. So I am so excited. In case you are unfamiliar with Singe Beauty, this is Angelica Nyquist, the big, beautiful beauty guru here on YouTube. This is her latest brand and her latest palette. And I also want to compare this palette to one of her prior collab palettes. So we'll take care of that in the end of the video. For now, let's get started with creating 2 different looks. All right, guys, I am so excited to dive into this new Singe Beauty palette. I am getting ready to hop on a plane. I have a work trip that I'll be at for a few days, and I'm wearing pretty neutral shades, so I know I'm going to wear green one of the nights because my dress has like some green and pink in it, really naturey colors. So where do I want to start with this? Where do I want to go with this? I think I'm going to go in with this shade and then go in with this shade and then maybe do something like gold, kind of keep it a little neutral today. And then for my next look, which would have to be when I come back, then we're definitely going to play with the greens. Now this first shade is called Moss and I'm taking it on a Singe Beauty E08. And I'm going to apply this obviously the way you see up here, transition area close to the brow bone. And I am just so excited about this color story. Like this is definitely me. I think that shade is turning out to be gorgeous. Exactly what I was hoping it would be. I love just a mossy green shade like this, kind of like a grungy vibe. Ah, that's beautiful. And I think I forgot to tell you, but I'm using the Alter Ego eyeshadow primer for today's look. My Beauty Bay one is already packed in my suitcase. Now, normally I would do my eye makeup on the plane because I'm a nervous flyer, but I wanted to film with this at least one look because when I get back, I'm only going to have time to film one other look with this palette. So woke up early just so I could do this portion of the video. So yeah. Loving the shade. All right, I think we got a good blend there. Now I'm going to go in with the shade right here called Slice. And I'm taking this shade on a Rephr 15 Mini. They're very similar in shade, so I'm wondering if, I apologize about my bangs, but I just did them and I don't really want to pin them to the side. Oh no, we're getting some good depth there. Never mind. I was thinking that this shade might be just too similar and we wouldn't be able to see the dimension, but no, I think you're getting the idea. All right, I think that's looking so good. A smoky green grungy eye. Sign me up all day long for this. Okay. Now it's time to pick a shimmer, and I think the one I told you guys I was going to go in with is this one right here. This one is Gilded. So let me get my Gourmand Girls Shimmer Primer. And I'm just going to apply some right here, primarily focusing it on the inner half. of the lid. I forgot to turn my plant on in the background. I don't know that you can really see it from here. All right, now we're going in with Gilded, and I'm just going to be patting this here where I laid down the shimmer primer. All right, I think that's looking really good. I'm just going to go back in with the shade Slice, which was that second shade, just to blend right in here in the outer corner and in the crease. All right, now let's figure something out for the lower lash line. I'm thinking maybe we should do this shade, kind of something different. This one is called Dendric. And I'm taking that on my rougher 03. Oh yeah, that's different. That's like a maroon. That's really pretty. Okay, now for that inner corner highlight, I think I'm going to try this green one right here called Quartz. Why not? I'm just dying to use green. And I'm going to spray that with a little bit of setting spray. Put that right in here. I can see this palette being very user-friendly when it comes to creating all matte looks. So maybe that's something that I can do for the second look, or maybe when I do a palette revisit, because I most definitely will with this one. And I can show you guys what an all matte look would look like with this one. Okay, guys, I think we're done here. Let me do the finishing touches. I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 1. All right, guys, so here is the completed look number 1. In love with this look. Absolutely, absolutely love it. This palette, Agate Temptation from Singe Beauty, performs so well. Let me tell you what helping products I went in with. So LA Girl Liquid Black Eyeliner for the top lash line. Still loving my Tarte Lights Camera Lashes Platinum Mascara. This is just one coat, and this mascara does a fantastic job. For the lower waterline, an Urban K 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Alkaline. And before I forget, because I probably will forget to put it in the description box, this Juvia's Place lipstick in the shade Clay. How beautiful is that? I'm going to have to pack this one with me because I think it is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. I love it. Say a prayer for me, guys. By the time you see this, I'm already, God willing, going to be home, but I'm just such a nervous flyer, and I don't know how much sleep I got last night, but I took an anti-anxiety pill a few hours ago, so I'm feeling a little chill. I'm feeling a little mellow, and let's just, fingers crossed, it stays that way. But yeah, guys, I'm glad I'm going to Detroit of all places, but I'm going to Detroit for a conference, for a gala, and this is the makeup I'll be wearing when I arrive. So say a prayer for me, and I will see you guys with look number 2 in a few seconds, but for me, it's going to be a few days, so stay tuned. Okay, guys, so I am back from my quick trip. We went to Michigan. Everything went great according to schedule, and now I'm back creating look number 2 with this palette. We did, let's see, I did dabble a little bit into the green in the first look, and I think what I want to do next, I'm wearing like this green, light green top today, but I think what I want to do next is, I haven't used this lime green, so I think I want to go for this one. And if I can incorporate the yellow, I will, but I definitely want to do this one, and then I'll see where the look goes from there. And I'm taking the shade Bandit on an E01 from Game Beauty. I'm just going to put that, pack that on the crease above it, just so that it can really, really show. I know a lot of you have probably received your palettes or you're in the process of receiving your palettes, because there was a few days there that I didn't get to film with this palette. Let me know what your thoughts have been. What is the experience like? I know for a lot of you, this is definitely a color story that suits you. For me, it most definitely is. I was very excited to see this, especially this shade right here that I'm applying. I think this is just such a fun shade. Okay, I think that looks really good. Having a fun time so far. Next shade, let's see. I think, I think I'm gonna go in with Geode right here with this one. And I'm using a Rephr 15 Mini for this shade. Kind of bringing it in a little bit right here on the inner corner, but those shades are blending really nicely on top of each other. All right, I think we have some fun greens on our eyes. I'm going to go into, because I want to deepen it up, but I feel like I used Plume in the first look, and ideally that would be the shade that I would want to use, but I think I'm just going to do it. I'm going to go back with Plume. And I'm using a Rephr 13 Mini to apply. All right, I think we have some really good depth there. I think we have a nice gradient going on. I'm loving everything. Actually, I feel like I need to bring back a little bit of the first shade, maybe over here a bit. There we go. Let's do the same. Okay, now we gotta pick a shimmer. Have to pick a shimmer. What are we going to do? You know, the red would really make it pop. Fire. I think I'm gonna try fire, and then we might top it with something else. Let's see how that looks. So I'm just applying my Gourmand Girls shimmer primer. It's very gel-like, and it's very inexpensive. It only costs 10 bucks over on the Gourmand Girls website. My code Steff will save you 10% off. And you want to let this one dry just a little bit before you go in with the shadow. Okay, so now I'm taking fire on my Morphe M124 brush. All right, I think that looks so cool. I love this shade Fire, this red orange shade with the green. I think it looks really cool. I'm just gonna touch up Plume, which is the dark green, right in here just to make sure everything is blended. Now for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is going to fit in perfectly with this look. And I do want to mention that I had a really long wear time with this palette. On Sunday when we left, I wore this palette for easily 12 hours. And I had no flakiness, no, what do you call it, fallout, and nothing creased on me. It was just a workhorse of a palette. So FYI on that. And unfortunately, I'm not able to do a wear test today either because I have a doctor's appointment after work and they're gonna kind of just mess up my makeup a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna have to end the video here. But for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna try the shade called Crystallized, and I'm gonna see what that does. Just using a little bit of the shimmer primer I had on the back of my hand to add to the inner corner. This is a BH Cosmetics pencil brush. And now I'm going to pick up the shade Crystallized. And we're going to apply that right in here. This is like a duochrome, kind of like a green to gold, which Doesn't look very sparkly in the pan, but once you get it on, it's gonna do exactly what you want it to do. All right, guys, let me go take care of the finishing touches, and I'll be right back to show you the second and final look with Agate Temptation. All right, guys, so here is the completed look number 2. I did a black eyeliner from LA Girl in the top lash line, another LA Girl eyeliner in Screamin'. It's a yellow eyeliner for the lower lash line, and the same mascara, the Tarte mascara, and I love, love, love the way this look turned out. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts on Agate Temptation from Singe Beauty. Okay, so Agate Temptation is a really fun palette to work with, especially if these greens and kind of grungy tones, earth tones are your go-to shades. You're not going to have a problem with the performance of this palette. What I really like about this palette is that you're getting 16 shadows, you're getting a full-size mirror, some really neat artwork on the front, but the price point is $45. If you've noticed, a lot of things are going up, but especially indie brand makeup. And my heart goes out to the indie makeup brand community, because I know right now they are struggling to find their way as far as, are they going to stay open? Are they going to just stay with the same price, which I don't think they're going to be able to. A lot of these indie brands are raising their prices, but I feel given today's economy and where things are at right now, that the $45 price tag is a very fair price point for these beautiful 16 shadows. And don't forget, you are helping to support a content creator here on YouTube. I love it. Thank you so much, Angelica and the whole Singe Beauty team, for sending this palette my way. These are definitely my shades, and this is a palette I'm going to get a lot of use out of. I wanted to compare this palette to one of her Udens Eye collaboration. This is the Hella palette. This came out a couple years ago, and I think this has since been retired. But if you hold them up side by side, you'll see that there are very similar color stories, not spot on by any means. And if you have these, both of these, wow, you have a beautiful color story to tell. And I think that with Agate Temptation, you're getting some deeper shades in here, slightly different tones. You don't have the pinks and the purples that you do over here with the Hella palette, but you can see Angelica, you can see her color preference, her style in both of these palettes, and I absolutely love them. I have all of her collab palettes. She's just been a huge inspiration to me, especially when I was starting my YouTube channel. Sad to say, I don't get to watch much YouTube anymore, but I do support from afar, and congratulations on Angelica on the release of this Agate Temptation palette, of this one over here. And I wish you nothing but the best with Singe Beauty. Let me know your thoughts now, guys. Did you pick this palette up? Have you tried anything from Singe Beauty? They have really good blushes and brushes, I should say. And I know we're going to be seeing a lot more from them in the near future. Let me know which look was your favorite. Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, drink that water, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!